Hello, beloved friends, and welcome once again to another Divine Laws program where you and I study the very laws that shall govern our lives, not only for now, but throughout immortality. So, with much gratitude in our hearts and minds, to the mentor spirits who kindly and lovingly prepare these moments for us, we will now study question number 94 of the Spirit's book by Allan Kardec. Shall we? In question 95, Kardec asks, where does a spirit get this semi material envelope? Kardec is asking this question, beloved friends, because we are studying the perispirit. So the mentor spirits answer to Kardec and to all of us in the following manner. From each globe's own universal fluid, that is why the perispirit is not the same on all worlds. In passing from one world to another, spirits change their envelopes, just as you change your clothes. So, beloved friends, God is so merciful that we are destined to progress and become less and less dense in our physical and perispiritual constitution as a result. God grants us the physical and perispiritual constitution that matches perfectly the planet in which we reincarnate. God does so out of loving wisdom so that we feel like we belong into the planet school in which we are temporarily enrolled. It is beautiful to know that our constitution matches that of the planet Earth so that we feel one with this planet as we evolve by making wiser, virtuous, Christ conscious choices. Our perispirit will become lighter and lighter, and eventually we will be able to enroll in a more advanced planet as a new school for us. And the more advanced the planet, the lighter the perispiritual envelope will be. We can see a clear cut example of that in the conversation the spirit of Mozart, the artist, had with Allan Kardec. We have recorded this conversation and published it on Kardec Radio. If we go to YouTube, Kardec Radio's YouTube, and type Kardec and Mozart, we will be able to see and listen, see an animation, and listen to this dialogue, this interview that Kardec conducted with Mozart. Mozart was able to do an internship in planet Jupiter. Planet Jupiter is a happy planet, and as such, the constitution of the perispiritual bodies of the spirits who reincarnate there is much, much lighter. Mozart describes to Kardec and to all of us that he could fly. Just by thinking, he could fly and be in the place where he wanted to be because of how light his spiritual constitution was, matching the lightness of planet Jupiter. All of us, beloved friends, are destined to evolve to more advanced planets as we progress morally. It is not just Mozart. God does not elect just a few as his or her or its preferred children. God has no preference. You and I, all of us without distinction, are destined to achieve incredible spiritual, moral, emotional progress. Do you want to know how to get there? Me too. That's why we study Spiritism together. This beautiful science can show us the pathway, and we have a beautiful, loving, living example of how to get there too. And that is the example of our governor and model, Master Jesus. So, like Master Jesus has taught us personally when he incarnated on earth, we need to be able to love one another. And as Francis of Assisi wisely said in his beautiful prayer, it is in giving that we receive. It is in understanding that we are understood. It is in forgiving that we are forgiven. It is in loving that we are loved. So, beloved friends, let us practice this maximum, giving more than receiving, because the more we give, the more our hearts symbolically expand, and the more we are in tune with Master Jesus and other loving spirits that work under him and are constantly ready to inspire us. The more we learn to give of ourselves, the lighter we will feel, because, as Francis of Assisi exemplified and showed in his words, it is when we learn to give that we truly receive. So, this is our exercise for tonight. Let us practice becoming lighter emotionally and perispiritually speaking by organizing our emotions, our thoughts, our intentions, our vibrations, our attitudes, our choices, our words, and our actions through the loving, cleansing presence of love. Shall we? And as we allow love from God's beloved providence to reach us and bathe us in divine light, we shall be able to see love in one another, to feel love towards each other, and therefore be more open to giving than to receiving. As we exercise this new paradigm for us more consciously, the paradigm itself is not new because Master Jesus has brought it to us, but as we exercise it more consciously, we will feel lighter, morally speaking, and we shall progress together towards the light of divine presence and love always. Thank you, beloved friends, for our togetherness in the good, and we look forward to seeing everyone again next time. Bye for now.